Hello, Philpott Pibbins-Belch here, and welcome to part 2 of my trip to Panama.
¡Qué rico! Mi bebé lo trae Moisés y está bueno.
Enjoying the sun and surf in Santa Catalina. My research indicated Santa Catalina was a small fishing village, quiet and peaceful, the perfect place to recharge my travel-weary bones. I looked forward to spending many relaxing hours on its sun-kissed beaches. To my dismay, I arrived to discover that it was no such place at all, but in fact a haven for surfers. They were everywhere. It was impossible to go for a quiet wade without becoming yet another casualty in a high-speed semi-aquatic collision. And as if that weren't bad enough, a mere 60-minute boat ride away lies Isla Coiba, an underwater paradise fed by the same marine current as the Galapagos Islands. I don't think I need to tell you what kind of people that attracts. So the water was strictly off limits. I am, however, a sophisticated world traveler, not about to be dissuaded by a few minor setbacks, stiff upper lip and all that. I decided to make the most of my situation and at least enjoy a relaxing afternoon on the beach. Esta playa es muy hermosa. Hola, from the mountain town of Boquete. Far from the sweltering heat and semi-lethal beaches, visitors to Boquete will discover, as I did, a different Panama, with its clean, crisp air and cooler temperatures. This Panama is an outdoor adventurer's paradise. There's rafting and rock climbing, and, as expected in a mountainous region such as this, the dreaded ziplining. Already expressed my views on this pastime, so I'll refrain from commenting here. It is difficult, nay, impossible, to ignore the imposing presence casting its vast shadow upon the town, staring down like an impassive god at the comings and goings of the townspeople. Volcan Baru. For the truly adventurous, there's a 1 or 2 day hike up the 3,474 meters to the top of this active volcano, from which vantage point one is offered a matchless view of the Chiriquí province. I, of course, accepted the challenge readily. The summit at last! Well worth the effort, and was rewarded handsomely. For the more tranquil traveler, there are coffee plantation tours, where one may learn about the many steps from this to this. And of course, the town itself is an absolute charm, an oasis of quiet beauty, surrounded on all sides by adventure and excitement. After the cool mountain air of Boquete, I headed for the sun and heat of the Bocas del Toro province. Eschewing the namesake Party Island, I made my way farther east to Isla Bastimentos and stayed in Bastimentos town. Panamanians are decidedly unoriginal when it comes to naming places. Bastimentos town is a small Afro-Caribbean cluster of houses gathered along the coast, a quiet little village where life rolls along like a lazy river. One can spend countless hours in a swinging hammock gazing out at the bay, or else braving the hike across the island to Wizard Beach for some sun and waves. And of course, there's diving. At the end of the day, one can treat oneself to a haircut at Bastimentos' premier hair salon. Isla Bastimentos is a lovely place to wind up a trip full of adventure and discovery. Hasta la vista, Panama. Te quiero mucho. And that was my trip to Panama. I hope you enjoyed the voyage as much as I did. Won't you join me next time as I travel the world and unravel its mysteries? I hope you will. I'm Philpott Pibbins-Belch. Good night.